Bolo Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai Ho. Jai Sitaram devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to your simulcast on radio and TV Jaagriti of Sooryoday with your Shri Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. Beautiful morning it is here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And dear devotees, as we look around, we see so many families falling apart. We see so many homes being broken, and we see so many quarrels and so many difficulties in many homes. And one may wonder, what can we do to make our house a home? You see, as long as your mind, a home is not your restful place, that you can seek that comfort of your home. Therefore, if it is not that place, it is not a home, it is merely a house. And we see so many people, they avoid going home because that's the place they are least happy, and that should never be, their devotees. Your home should be your sanctum, your place of comfort, your place of serenity that you can go to get away from the crazy world that we live in, their devotees. And so you must make your house a home. Your house is just that shell in which everything happens. And if you want to make your house a home, you must have certain conditions. And our scriptures tell us of 8 conditions that you should have. Or actually, it's advice to the kings and queens. It's advice to them, the things that should be in check. You see, we have a checklist of things that should be in place for you to have a happy home, dear devotees. To make your house a home. So that's our theme for this morning, making your house a home. How do we do this? And in our scriptures, they are given 7-8 limbs that are recommended for a king to have a good kingdom. To rule to the best of his ability, there are 8 limbs that must be in balance and checked, well secured, dear devotees. And those are the king himself, the ministers, his treasury, his military forces, his allies, the brahmanas, the sacrificial performances performed in the kingdom, and the needs of the subject should all be taken care of. And so these are 8 of the things that should also be balanced in your life. You're saying, Baba, but I am not a king. I don't rule over any kingdom. But you're wrong, dear devotees. In your home, you are the king and queen of your home. Therefore, this advice, we will see that it will assist you in ensuring that your house becomes a home. May you have a happy kingdom. Your home is your kingdom. May you have a happy kingdom if you follow these rules. However, dear devotees, I must state up front that having all these things can never make a house a home. It will assist greatly. However, as we will see in the case of Ayodhya, when Sri Ram, their devotees, left Ayodhya, they had all these things. However, everything just didn't feel right. It always felt like something was missing. How did the people of Ayodhya feel when Sri Ram left? Let us see in this first selection, and that I have for you this morning, dear devotees. Siyavar Ramachandra Ki Jai Ho. Siyavar Ramachandra Ki Jai Ho. Jai Sitaram, dear devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to Sooryoday. And this morning we're discussing how can we make your house a home. And we are using the 8 limbs that a king should have in check so that he has a successful kingdom, a very happy kingdom. And we are saying that in your home, you are the kings and queens of your homes, dear devotees. And therefore, this advice will assist you. What are the things that you need to keep your home happy, dear devotees? First of all, the king himself, the welfare of the king. Well, not only the welfare, as in the health and strength of the king. He must be healthy and strong in order to rule over his kingdom, but also the king himself must be a role model. example for the rest of his praja, the rest of his family, their devotees. So in your homes, you have to be the role models. You have to be the examples. You have to live by example so that the others within your homes, those that are within your kingdom called your home, they will know exactly how and what they should do and when they should do their devotees. You have to set that example. You also have to take care of your health and strength and do those things that will bring a healthy mind, body and soul, their devotees. So first of all, you have to take care of yourself. Like, for example, if you are in a plane and the plane happens, God forbid, to have some difficulties, you will be recommended that you see about yourself first, that you put the air mask on yourself first, then see about others. So first of all, you must take care of yourself and be that example in your home. Secondly, the ministers. The ministers refer to those who advise you. You see, their devotees, if it is that you have a medical issue, then you should seek the advice of a medical doctor, an expert in that field. If it is that you have a legal issue, then you should seek the advice of a legal expert, a lawyer. Dear devotees, you don't seek that advice from your neighbors or someone who is not qualified in that profession. You have to seek it where there will be sound advice. So who are your ministers? Is it any neighbor or friend who just might have an idea, or is it someone who is well equipped to advise you? Be careful where you take your advice from. Thirdly, the treasury, your finances. Of course, we all know if you are not making ends meet, that you're not meeting your monthly demands and your expenditures, there will be some hardships in your home. So that is why it's very important that you instill in your children and in your own spending, you must be very thrifty. You must know when to spend, how to save for that rainy day. You must always ensure, it's your responsibility to ensure that you do not live beyond your means and be contented with what you have there, devotees. Make sure that your treasury is intact. Fourthly, your military forces. Baba, you may say, I don't have any military forces. Military forces, devotees, refer to your security of your home. And nowadays, we have to secure your homes. Make sure that your locks lock. Make sure that you have your burglar proof, your alarm system. Your fortress needs to be secured. Ensure that you have your cameras and whatever that you need. As much risk as there are, you should assess and you should secure your families, their devotees. Ensure their security. Have, fail-safe passwords and secret code names and so on. Very important in today's world. All these are part of securing yourself, securing your home. And fifthly, your allies. Who are your friends? Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Are your friends those who will take you when you get your paycheck and finish it before you reach home? Are your friends those who will take you to satsang and encourage you to live a good and happy spiritual life? Who are your friends? Dear devotees, be very careful in who your friends are. You may follow the wrong crowd, and so you have to ensure that your allies, your friends are those who will be there to support you in your time of need. You don't need friends that are only there when you are well off, and then when you really need them, they are not there. Be careful who your friends are. Another tip, having a sound, secure and safe home, dear devotees. Then, sixthly, your brahmanas or your pandits, your guru, dear devotees. Does your home have a guru? How many gurus does your home have? Are they conflicting in their thoughts? This is why Raja Dasrath, in his home, they had one guru for him and for his sons, their devotees. And so in your home you should have one guru, so that there's that one single pathway, that philosophy that you will follow in your homes and under the guidance of your guru. You see, your spirituality and your spiritual growth is as important as all the other things. And this tends to be the one that we neglect in our homes, dear devotees, as we will see in a little while. Then seventhly, your sacrificial performances. Are they performed in your kingdom? Does your home, are your traditions passed on? Are those rituals, that daily nitya karmas in your home, do your children practice? Or do you say, well, they're small, when they get older? No, dear devotees, ensure that in your homes, your sacrifices, your nitya karmas, your naimitic karmas are done in your home, because this is also part of securing, making your house a home, dear devotees. You must perform your rituals, dear devotees. Your offering of your dar, your lighting of your diya at 6 o'clock. In so many homes nowadays, at 6, at that Sandhya time, no diyas are lit. Then we wonder, why is there darkness in our homes? And we must observe and upkeep our tradition, our parampara, dear devotees. Pass them on to your children. Lastly, here, the needs of your subjects must be taken care of. However, in today's world, in your homes, who are your subjects? Who are your praja? Of course, your praja are your children and those living under you in your home, the devotees, who you take care of. And in that case, are they really have needs, or are they wants? You have to let your children know the difference between needs and wants, and ensure that their needs are taken care of and not their wants. Far too many parents make the mistake of wanting to give their children everything they never had, and we don't give them what we did have, dear devotees. Much of those morals and values and teachings that we would have had when younger are not passed on to our younger generation. So these are all some of the things that you need to have in your kingdom, in your house, to make it a home. However, as we mentioned before, just as the city of Ayodhya had all of these things, however, without Bhagwan Sri Ram, it felt like they had nothing. You see, dear devotees, you must have the main one. So at the 9th, you must have Bhagwan in your house to make it a home. You know, someone once said, a house without home is no home. You must have that home in your house to make it a home. And so, dear devotees, you must have Bhagwan Sri Ram, you must have Bhagwan, whatever your Ish Devta, whatever your Kul Devta is in your home, you must have them properly stapaned and worshipped and have them. So if you think of now, dear devotees, how is that happiness? How does it feel? We are going to compare now. We have already seen how Ayodhya felt when Sri Ram left for Banwas, their devotees, for the forest for that 14 years. How did they feel when he returned? Let us see. Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai. Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai. Jai Sitaram, their devotees, Swagatam. Welcome back to Sooryodai with your Shri Shiva Janak Maharaj. And as we saw in that video, we compared when there was no Sri Ram, even though they had all 8 limbs of the kingdom in Ayodhya, there was much sadness and sorrow. It felt like something was missing. When Sri Ram returned, their devotees, we see the rejoicement that it had. So even though you have all the 8 limbs intact in your home, you must remember to keep Bhagwan first in your home, their devotees. You must have that in your home. No, train your children, train everyone. May you have that one focus through the spiritual guide of your gurus. May you know that Bhagwan is the real king of your home, their devotees, and making him the king, we live under his rules, their devotees. Follow the rules of Bhagwan himself. And so Sri Ram, when he returned to Ayodhya, that is known as one of the most peaceful times in the history of any ruling, their devotees, it is said that there was no sickness, there was no sorrows, there was no pains, there was perfect harmony amongst each and every one, their devotees. So you want your house to be a home, you have to create that atmosphere. You have to do that, dear devotees. Ensure that the 8 limbs are taken care of and that Bhagwan is the ruler of your home, the ruler of your kingdom, dear devotees. And we may not think only in the context of your house, your physical house and your home. What about your body? Your body is a house. Your body is a frame in which your Atman lives. And we love Sri Hanuman Chalisa and we say, Pavanatanai Sankataharan Mangala Murati Roop Ramalakan Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Suragup. That may Sri Ram, Sita Mata, Lakshmanji and Hanumanji reside in my heart. So your body is a house, and by having your Bhagwan in your body, it makes your body a home. It's the abode of Bhagwan Sri Ram, their devotees. So the 8 rules for the kingdoms also regards to your home, making this house, this body, a home for Bhagwan. So I hope you all would put these things in practice and let us see less broken homes as we make attempts to put Bhagwan first in our homes, and you will see the difference in your homes, dear devotees. Practice all the 8 limbs. You have missed it, you know that someone will benefit from these advice that was shared on Sooryoday this morning. Urge them to follow me on Facebook, also on Radio and TV Jaagriti's fan page. You can get copies of the YouTube links, their devotees. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. There are many other advice that we have given here on Sooryoday, on Radio and TV Jaagriti. So, Sooryoday, you can research Sooryoday on Google. You will get it on YouTube. You'll get me on Facebook as well, and follow. And you will get these tips that you can practically apply to your lives to have that house that you have called a home, a happy home, dear devotees. So as we leave you this morning, we pray, Om Asatoma Sadgamya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamya, Om Shantihi, 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 Harihi Om.